Good morning, Barry. Thanks very much for joining us at the Offshore Wind Conference in Glasgow this morning, the first big event of the year. And thanks also for being on the front page of our first OGV Renewables magazine of the year and talking a little bit about the Green Volt project and breaking down those barriers with that. How's the first kind of hour or so been for you so far, and what are the kind of main messages that are coming out of the conference?
Thanks, Dan. Good morning, and it's a pleasure to be here and talking to you this morning. I thought it was really quite positive, the first session of the conference. It was nice to see Jürgen Meyer there from OGV Energy and Claire Mack talking about some of the challenges. I thought it was quite an honest conversation about some of the challenges. We've heard this before for offshore wind, about the consenting challenges and about the grid network challenges. But I think Jürgen is saying that their plans, their vision is quite resolute. And I think he's genuine. He means that. So I think that's really encouraging and should be encouraging for the supply chain as well.
Fantastic. And on those other challenges, we're looking at skills and we're looking at resources, and now a kind of legal obligation, I suppose, to try and push towards that kind of 2030 remit. How are Flotation Energy handling some of those challenges?
Well, at Flotation Energy, we've got the Green Volt project, which is discussed in your magazine, and so the Green Volt project is a sort of cutting edge, full commercial floating wind project up to 560 megawatts, and so that is going to encourage a lot of UK jobs, and we want to try and have as much supply chain based here in the UK as possible. And so I think in terms of some of those challenges, we've got our consent, we've got our CFD, we've got our grid connection. So really it's about pulling the building blocks of that project together now, and we're well down the line of the conversations with the supply chain to do that and to make as much of that happen here in Scotland as we possibly can.
Fantastic to see a local company being so passionate about a local supply chain as well, especially with what's going on more globally. One question, you've recently changed your role and you're now the UK Managing Director. Why was that decision taken, and what does that mean for the organisation, and what can we expect?
I think it's just a gradual evolution of the company as we grow, and I'm delighted to be joining the board now. And so that's the key difference for me, is that I've become a director of the business. So it's that continual maturing and strengthening of the leadership team. So I've been with Flotation 3 years now, and it's an exciting development for me, and just shows that we're continuing to grow and develop as a business.
Fantastic. And you moved into new offices, of course, on Justice Mill Lane in Aberdeen, in the IQ building. So final question is, what about your kind of future plans, and what can we expect over the next kind of 3 to 5 years from Flotation?
I think you mentioned that we've got our office in Aberdeen, our new office in Aberdeen. We've also got a new office in Edinburgh. We also plan to, and we've announced to open the Green Volt project office in Aberdeen. And I think some of the exciting developments that are to come from Green Volt, we've been working hard on our port strategy. And we see that using multiple ports, so not just a single port. So we'll be splitting activities such as final assembly of substructures, integration of turbines, moorings, and we see that utilising multiple ports in Scotland. O&M will be a different base as well, and so hopefully in the coming months we'll be able to come out and talk about those plans.
Looking forward to hearing all about them. Thanks very much for speaking to us this morning and supporting the OGV Renewables publication. Much appreciated. Enjoy the rest of the conference.
Thank you very much, Dan.